What I do, everybody, and welcome back to the Film Cave episode 80. I got that right this time, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I did. See,
It's a big
fucking
number.
up this time. Absolutely. It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. Not the biggest show in the world, but it's
Not
an
at
important
all.
one for the episode we're watching. You know, we got the ending of a Marvel Disney Plus show, so
Yes, we did.
it's exciting to talk about. We'll get into it.
It very much so is. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us, whether you're watching us live and or on playback. We appreciate the love so much, whatever form you so choose. We thank you for stopping on by anyhow. So, the best way, the easiest way to let us know your commitment, your love, your support is hit that thumbs up. Really helps the show reach a lot more people. We'd appreciate it. Hit that bell to be reminded when all episodes drop, but most importantly, and it's free, so you'll like this, hit that subscribe button. That's the best you can do. That lets us know in our heart of hearts they care. So be sure to do that. We'd appreciate it all so much, and be on the lookout every Tuesday. You don't want to miss it. What's going on, man? How's life?
Man, life is fine. It's hot as shit still.
Yes, it is.
I from what I understand now, it really is the whole world that's about to get hit.
It's annoying.
I've seen some shit that England is about to get temperatures they've never had in their life.
Cheerio.
We actually have a family friend that is from England, and she was saying how, because I think it's supposed to hit like 105, 106 over there.
Disgusting.
And they don't have AC in England. Like, that's just not a thing. Like, their temperatures never get to the point where any houses need AC.
That's weird.
So
weird.
People are like, where the higher up people are actually expecting deaths, which is kind of insane. But
there's already been some where.
Oh yeah,
I forgot.
I mean,
where they said it was.
It's just it's so hot, man. I mean, you get stuck out in it, it's game over.
Yeah, it's a lovely heat stroke and a half. That's what it is.
I don't have a living blade of grass in my yard. It is just fucking crispy. You don't want to walk on it on bare feet. It'll just poke you. It's not fun.
I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, man, it's been rough out here too. It's been annoying. Every walk, every train station is a fucking billion gallons worth of sweat. So it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's fun if I'm out enjoying it, doing like cool shit, drinking and doing whatever.
Sure.
But it's not trucking on trains and going to work and watching everybody hoorah and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's definitely rough over here too. We shall see. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. We had Jesus Christ.
The hell?
All right, we had a insane thunder and rainstorm yesterday.
Oh wow.
Yes, it was glorious. I honestly wanted to go outside and just stand in it.
I
should have, but I didn't. But I literally looked outside my window and it's nothing but gray. And if I was like, holy shit, this is beautiful. But yeah, I should have went out.
That's nice. Did that drop your temperatures too?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Like the inside of this bitch felt amazing.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like, it feels so good in here. But yeah, now we're back to hot shit.
Sure.
So hopefully we get more of those thunderstorms and lightning and rain, because I have to make up for it.
Yeah, that'll help all of us.
Yeah, I know. But all right, guys, like we said, not a lot to talk about today. It's probably going to be a quick one.
Yeah.
But we're excited what the topic is to talk about it, because it's something we both, well, I'm sure, really enjoy it as a whole. So we look forward to it. So let's get into it, man. What do you say?
Let's do the dang thing, man.
The fucking biker boys are outside my goddamn apartment, apparently. It's fucking Torque over here. Just, oh my god, did you ever see that fucking movie, Torque?
No.
Oh my god, it's not great.
Okay.
It's like an old school, like Ice Cube and
Oh no.
some other dude, I don't know, popular white guy at the time. Yeah, and it was like the Fast and Furious with bikes. It's
Okay.
pretty crazy. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
It was dumb. I remember that, and Biker Boys was like the competition, because Biker Boys had like Lawrence Fishburne and Derek Luke, and
Oh
then
my
Torque
God.
had like the cool stylized NOS action bikes and shit. I was like, this is weird.
I'm looking at the posters and stuff right now. That's pretty hilarious. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
They were doing shit on bikes. I'm like, you should be dead, and that shouldn't
Yeah.
be able to happen. But yeah, what can you do? All right. So, for those of you who do not know, some of you do, some of you don't. Me and Logan are a couple of what, sir?
Fucking nerds.
Couple of fucking nerds, man, which means we have to talk about film any and all goddamn day. And sometimes we do. But there are other times in which we want to branch out in the world of film. There's other, we're going to call them categories, worlds, whatever the hell you want to call it. We want to branch out to them. Sometimes, well, most times, the world of film still rears her beautiful head into the conversation. Somehow. Because why?
Because she's a jealous ass bitch, man.
Because she's a jealous ass bitch. Yes, she is. She ain't treat me right this week.
Nope.
So I gotta say, fuck her. Let's see if we'll make amends next week. She's making a lot of promises. She's making a lot of promises.
That's a good point.
So we will see.
We'll find out.
We will find out. We like to call this here segment. Oh, I clicked it and it didn't work. There we go. Now it worked. It's that ghetto shit. Hey. Out there in the world. Yeah. Both of them showing. This thing is fucked up. That's the remix, y'all. That's the remix. The Diddy mix. Is that just happening on? Oh, I was maybe it's just taking forever to go through. Because mine was saying out there in the world and welcome to the show at the same time.
Oh no, seriously? No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was-
I think
oh, okay.
I think maybe that was just you.
I think so. That's why I'm like, I think my shit's tripping.
Okay, good.
But
That's
anyway,
What
there's a
up, Ronnie?
particular
What up,
fashion.
Bruce?
Hey, maybe I'm just getting all this shit late. I don't know. I'm tweaking. So you let me know what's going on.
I got you.
Yeah, it's tweaking on this end. There's a particular fashion in which we like to go about out there in the world. Logan, do you mind telling the people what that fashion would be?
That would be traditionary fashion, my friend.
You goddamn right it is. Thank you, Walker. And instead of fashion, what do you got for us, sir? Take it away.
Yeah, a couple things.
Couple things.
I think they all have to do with film, sadly, you know.
Probably. See,
but-
the bitch don't want us to let her go.
I'm
Just
telling
like,
you.
Jesus.
But the first one actually comes from my coworker today, which was pretty interesting.
Okay.
So, obviously, last week was our spoiler talk about Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yes, it was.
and my coworker is known. Like, if I dislike a movie, he comes in, says it was the greatest thing ever.
Mhm.
And he saw it, I think, over the weekend, and so we had talked about it that Monday. And he was like, it was terrible. He was like, what was that? And I was so surprised.
Mhm.
And then he comes back today and he says that he took his daughter, his 12-year-old daughter, to see it. And he's like, I realized the thing. And this is just an interesting, it's interesting. Because if they needed to retcon, it's an easy way to do it. But basically, he said, the movie's not real. And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, that's Korg telling a story. He starts narrating it in the beginning. It's just him narrating, and that's why it's so crazy and dumb and out there. And he's like, it's not real. None of it happened. And I was like, do I think that they made it with that in mind? No.
Definitely not.
But it did have like the biggest second week drop in box office that Marvel's had, or something like that, or second biggest. Can't remember.
Mhm.
if they wanted to do some retconning, they could come out and say that. You know, I don't think that's the case at all.
It won't, and they should have
But-
just stick to your guns. Is what
but
it is.
It was funny that he was like, he's like, it's incredible that I figured it out. And I was like, hey man, good for you. Like he's like, that's the only option, because that movie is it makes no sense and is so bad if it's real. And I was like, I told him, I said, hey man, I wish, I hope that's real. That's what I told him. I was like, I would love it if they came out and said that shit didn't happen. I did say I wouldn't have seen it if they had come out and said this is just kind of a what if, Korg story. I wouldn't have wasted my time or money on it, but I was like, I hope, because they're ruining my characters. And so it was just a funny thing. So any possibility that is the case?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Like, not even in the slightest. And I would have wanted to be. Stick by your guns. You made what you made. Tear it up. Listen, some people have their opinions. Some people like it. Some people don't. Let it rock. Don't go back on your shit just because people having a field day. Keep it, and then move on. That's really about all I can say when it comes to that. Yeah, that second drop off hurts a little bit. I just think because that incredibly overly dramatic word of mouth, but to each their own. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'm like, damn, I just feel bad. A lot of people are going incredibly ham.
Oh, this movie's terrible, man. This movie's fucking terrible.
People are going insane.
It's fucking awful.
People are going a little insane. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking? Well, I'm like, all right, it's fine. Like I said, to each their own. But yeah, so that does suck.
Yeah.
But everyone will be fine. Nothing horrible will come for this from anybody's career.
So just quickly, this had a 68% drop in its second week, and that's the steepest fall the franchise has ever seen. But also, Ragnarok had a 53.5% drop. So obviously nowhere near as bad, but it's interesting for sure. But yeah, it was just funny because I was like, I brought up to him, I was like, you're making a good idea about it not, because he was like, man, he's like, they used to make movies where it was narrated and it wasn't, it was in that character's mind, whatever they were doing, so they might accentuate things or take things out, whatever. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, you're kind of thinking of the possibility of what they could say the end of Joker means, where all of a sudden he's in the asylum and laughing, and they're like, what are you laughing at? You wouldn't get it.
The unreliable narrator.
Yeah. And so it's like, hey, I was like, I like your idea, I like your thinking, because you're trying to save it. But we'll just have to see what happens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For him not liking it, but it's fine. Yeah, so you might as well keep going. I don't have shit.
You don't have anything at all?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so have you heard this just came out, and this is 100% giant grain of salt. But this is from a guy on Twitter that's been pretty reliable with scoops. And
I think I may know what you're talking about.
This is not a spoiler, so don't freak out anybody. But it is a scoop. And that is this tweet that says, yes, it's true. The Marvels is a musical.
Wait, what?
It says, in parts, in quotations, but The Marvels is a musical, is what he just said. Thoughts?
Yeah, he can fuck off on that one. I don't think that's... I hope that's not true. But I will say this. If that is the case in some parts, that would make a hell of a lot more sense than fucking Joker 2 would. And with the insertion of Kamala and how she operates and says and explains things and goes into her whatever,
yeah,
it would make sense. But if the whole entire thing was a fucking musical, then I'd be like, this is dumb.
It says in parts, like it says the Marvels is a musical in parts.
Dumb, but I can see it.
My immediate thought. So my cousin Walker sent this to me, and my immediate thought is the Captain Marvel movie is one that for most people, it's not great.
It's not great.
And that's also the character. I mean, they dove head first into selling her.
Yeah, they did.
You know, I mean, everything about her. They did Miss Marvel because she's obsessed with Carol Danvers, and all the fans are like, why? You know, because we didn't love her movie. And I don't think it's Brie Larson's fault. I don't. So I always want to say that. But the movie's not good. And so for me, I immediately am very trepidatious. There could be a dance or song number similar to what Miss Marvel had with the wedding. But if you're going to tell me that they had that rocky of a Captain Marvel 1, and then for the sequel where you bring in 2 more female leads, you're going to make it a musical? I just think that's way too much of a gamble. And also, who's directing it?
Nia DaCosta.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I wouldn't be doing that gamble right now because you're fresh off of Candyman, which isn't the most ideal situation, because you had no flavor in that because it was literally all Jordan Peele. And I'm gonna go about this, and here's your chance to be like, hey, this is me, and you're gonna make a fucking musical.
Yeah,
let's not do that. Do that in like your 5th movie or some shit.
Do that. That's what Thor could, that's kind of what they're doing with Thor. This movie might as well have been a musical. Like, we know people are going to show up. The character's sold. Let's have fun. Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel is not that yet. And so I find that very strange. Obviously, surprised me. Great. I just, I don't know, man. When I read that, that's a wild fucking thing to read if that's true.
That's why, like I said, I can see if they would, and I feel like it would just be strictly Kamala's point of view when the musical stuff happens, because she's the one in this new world. She's the one that goes off, and she's the one who idolizes Marvel and all this shit. So I can see it being from her perspective, and I'm like, all right, cool, got it. But I still don't want that for a movie like you said with 3 fucking Marvels in it. I don't necessarily want a
even to the point of like, if this did happen, kind of fucked up that it's like it blew everybody away. It was the big deal with obviously Wonder Woman and then Captain Marvel, the first 2 female-led superhero movies. And then if you're gonna go make a sequel, bring in 2 more powerful female characters to have a movie with 3 of them, and then say, let's make it a girly musical type of thing. I mean, it's a stereotype, but it is, a thing of, it's just kind of a weird decision where
I agree.
I mean, I almost think it would be funnier. It would have been funny as hell to see Chris Hemsworth start singing as Thor. I mean, that would have been funny, but that's the thing is when it comes to the Marvels, I don't know what the story is, obviously, but I'm going to expect some serious shit going on if you're going to have 3 powerful cosmic characters like that in it. So, it's an interesting choice.
Very, very true. We'll see. I hope it's not, but
same here.
Be on the lookout for that, I guess.
Yeah, I do like what Walker said right here. He said, if I had a dime for every time a superhero movie sequel was made into a musical, I'd have 2 dimes, which isn't a lot, but weird that it happened twice. And
that's actually really funny.
You are very right, my friend. Very
I'd
right.
have 2 dimes.
And weirdly enough, both have a chance to still back out and take those dimes away. So let's hope you end up broke as shit.
Put them back
hate to
in the
say
piggy
it.
bank. Yeah, put them back in the piggy bank. We don't need those right now. Save for a rainy day.
Right.
Take your diamonds back, please.
Throw it in the fountain.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I did see Speaking of rumor, I did see something that they were somebody was posting on quite a few things that Steven Spielberg was like the guy to get for Fantastic Four. I was like, that's cool, but we all know it's not going to happen,
No,
like at all.
0% chance.
At all. Now, would that shit be amazing? Sure, it's fucking Steven Spielberg, but that's not gonna happen at all.
No.
Yeah.
Because
No.
as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, if they did do it, the movie's going to be at least good. The story's going to be simple, but character development, things like that, I'm going to like everybody, whatever.
Right.
If somebody's pitch
Spectacle fucking action.
came in and said, hey, I want to make this like a Spielberg movie and I want to be simple and I want to sell you on the characters, I would like to think Marvel would say fucking great, because we need some, we need a guaranteed thumbs up from everyone. They're not getting that on almost anything. So I'd really appreciate that, but Spielberg is not a fucking chance. I mean,
Not at all. But can you imagine fucking Comic-Con this weekend? And Fantastic Four, Steven Spielberg.
But even like, I don't even know how excited I'd be for the fact of he'd just be like, yeah, I'm excited to, delve into these characters and all that. It's like, no, like, I want somebody that's like, oh no, I've been obsessed with these characters forever and I have a vision for this and blah, blah, blah. But instead it's like, oh, we know exactly what movie we're going to get when Spielberg does it. I mean, he is the safest, but also incredible choice any studio can make with any movie, because Ready Player One is fantastic, and that shit gets a lot done in a normal runtime. And I've also read the book, and they take a lot of shit out, and they change a lot of that shit, and the movie's still awesome.
Right.
So,
hey,
go for it.
Do it.
I mean, shit, maybe they're like, hey, we've been having some issues. Let's pay him $50 million. I mean, because that's the other thing. If Rian Johnson gets paid $50 million for Knives Out, Spielberg, he's sitting there looking at the comps around the area. He's like, well, director's getting paid now. I mean, you want me to come do this bullshit? I mean, because that's the thing. It's like, it's just a paycheck. He'll just knock out a safe one and be done with it. But yeah, it's an interesting.
Maybe.
I did see that though. I'm glad you brought that up, because that was funny.
There's a lot of fucking Marvel rumors going around, actually.
Yeah. Well, having that Comic-Con, coming around the corner, everybody's got I know what's going to be announced. Here's what I heard. It's like, no, you fucking don't.
Right. That's why I heard something that also Anthony Starr is supposed to play like a huge villain role in Blade, and
Dracula,
which would be fucking amazing if you did. Oh my god. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm just waiting for Hall H and just give it to me then. Just let me explode when I need to. It's fine.
Sure. It'd be great if they would live stream it, motherfuckers.
That would be, but we just have to wait for everything to drop. The announcements to come and trailers.
And I might have read today, I should have actually read the article, but I saw a headline that said that I think it's possible that Disney Plus might either have its own panel or its own section.
Would make sense for it too.
But if that's the case, that's fucking great, man. I mean, shit. But yeah, you got anything else?
No, not really.
I mean, only other thing I've got is I made one video this week besides Miss Marvel, which isn't on YouTube, and that was the trailer for the new Lord of the Rings series on Amazon, which I'm pretty positive you don't give a shit about.
Not at all.
But I wanted to talk about the fandom of Lord of the Rings and Tolkien, because it's fucking hilarious, first of all, is what it is. But like 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was on a Wednesday, because I had just finished Miss Marvel. I was editing and exporting it, and I looked at my computer and saw that something had come out for Rings Power, And I was like, oh, I'll react to this. Why not? Because I am excited for that. I would love for that to be like my next Game of Thrones thing, just because I don't know shit about it. And I mean, if I saw a trailer for Game of Thrones, I wouldn't have given a fuck about it. You know, I mean, especially season 1. But this is like the most expensive show ever. So I was interested, and I watched it, and it ended up being a teaser for a teaser. Basically, it was for Prime Day. It was about a minute long. Had some very beautiful cinematography, and then said the real trailer comes out in like 10 days or whatever it was. And the real trailer came out, but it was funny because on the teaser video, I had people like, why the fuck are you watching this if you don't know anything about Lord of the Rings?
Oof.
And I'm doing that thing where it's like, oh, I forget that Amazon made the most expensive show of all time only for die-hard fans that have read all the books. They fucking read Tolkien like it's the Bible. Yeah, that's what they're making it for, you know, because there's 17 of you in every city. That's about it.
Yeah.
But so I had those conversations, and so then for the trailer, I was very open and like letting people know I don't know shit. I said, because people are also dogging it, and they're like, diehard fans of Tolkien hate this show already. They're fucking everything up, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, telling them in the comments, I was like, tell me what the reasoning is for all this, you know? And I got some unbelievably awesome comments of people like full on explaining, here's why they're mad. Here's why it's dumb as fuck that they're mad. Like all this stuff. It was fucking great. Because basically it sounds like the time period that they're making the show about, which is going to be multiple seasons, but it's like 1,000 years in the books, and they're making it down to like one lifetime. So yeah, a lot of shit's going on at once, and they have to change some characters up to make that work. You know, and so people are upset, but also I have diehard fans in my comments that are like, but I'm excited to not know what's really going to happen because this is inspired by the books. It's not, you know, whatever. And then they're like, hey, the Lord of the Rings movies are not carbon copies of the books, and like explaining that. And they said this is the first Lord of the Rings anything that the Tolkien estate had say in what happened. And so he's like, if anybody should be upset at those incredible fucking movies that everybody loves, you know? So I'm super intrigued to see where this goes, because all I really see right now is people that aren't interested, or people like you that I'm guessing, have you even ever watched those movies?
I tried, fell asleep every time.
Yeah. So there's people like that. And then there's people that are die-hard fans that are also upset that a woman character is like a warrior in lead. And so Amazon's probably like, oh no,
fuck off.
We're good. You know, like we're pretty good. So it's an interesting dynamic over there. I got a good amount of views for something I didn't expect to, but I'm definitely very intrigued in the show because the fucking budget, you can see it in every frame. Like they spent way too much money on this fucking show, and the cinematography is unbelievable. So just for that alone, I
could have went to somewhere else.
Of course. But once again, I am annoyed as fuck, and it could be different in the show, but I doubt it. In the trailer, everything's widescreen, and I wish these companies would understand. I get that you're shooting a show that's like it is made to look like cinema. It's made to be on a TV screen, and you need to shoot that shit to fill the whole screen. I'm so tired of black bars on a TV screen for a show. Like, please, for the love of God, fill the shit, because I'm missing details watching stuff like Miss Marvel because of how far away my couch is from the TV. Like, if I'm sitting here and looking at this monitor, I'm an arm's length away and I can catch shit because everything's right here and I can see all the detail. But if you don't fill that fucking screen up, people miss a lot of that nuance that you're adding to your shit. So I wish people would understand that. But you know what? That's right. Yeah, Game of Thrones. They shot that shit 16:9, straight up and down. It's made for TV, and it's great. Follow the leader.
We'll see. I don't know. I definitely agree on that sense. But yeah, in terms of Lord of the Rings, I I give two shits about that show.
Right.
We'll see. I'm sure it'll do just fine, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
I don't think they'll be all right. Yeah, we'll see. Give a shit.
Sure.
Fuck them. All right, what else you got?
That is it for me, sir.
That is it. Well, that is it for me too, because I didn't have anything. So, and I feel like there's some other things, but I could have just completely just.
Yeah. Anybody in the comments, let us know if we missed something.
Right. We'll definitely go about it at the end of the show. I'm sure Kenya usually has some shit, just fucking speed balling the shit off. So I'm sure we'll get it. So let us know. All right. So that's going to do it for Out There in the World. Again, like we said, if you felt like we forgot anything or you want us to elaborate on any particular subject, please let it be known in the live chat or the comment section below. Like you said, we'll do our best to go in and see what we've missed and carry the conversation there. All right, so let's get into our main and only topic of the
Correct.
of the night, and that is Miss Marvel put some respect to her goddamn name. Finale, which happened over this week. So it is the end of the season for Miss Marvel, and they wrapped it up quite nicely and gave us a little bit of ooh, okay. So basically this episode is just Kamala fighting off the DODC.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I was making sure I got that acronym right. The DODC, for a very trigger happy, resilient leader. I forget her name, but some crazy white woman. So they're trying to get right, a fucking mullet. They're trying to get Cameron out of the city because he's being hunted with his newly gifted powers, which he's having some hard time controlling. Kamala finally sits down and tells her family, at least she thinks she does, of who she is, because Mom found out. And Mom is the one who made her a lovely, dope-ass suit, which I fucking love.
It looks great.
It looks amazing. Oh my god. And then they're off to save Cameron in the most Home Alone way possible in their high school. We finally get the Embiggen. She finally grows and does her badass stretchy powers shit. And then they get Cameron out of here. That's literally that's the episode. Nothing crazy, nothing insane.
Right.
She gets her name, which was given to her by her dad, which I also loved.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. And then the one that blew everybody's mind holes, we finally found out what Kamala is. And she would be a mutant. She is the MCU's technical first mutant that we have. And the first time that shit's even been name dropped. A mutant, along with an amazing X-Men theme. And then her bangle starts tripping. She gets blasted into a fucking closet, and Carol Danvers comes out. Captain Marvel. Confused as hell, and then it ends. So I'm hoping that poor girl is not floating out there in space somewhere.
Correct. That was my first thought.
I'm like, dear God, Crystal up.
Yeah, she's done.
Right. So I really liked this episode. To me, episode 5 was by far fucking much better. But this was a good finale episode. It wasn't a little filler. It didn't take its time. It pretty much just said, here, we're here.
Right.
Which I loved. I really love the fact that Kamala's parents are so involved in what she does now. She made her the fucking suit. Dad gave her the name. I love that literally her heritage and her blood is like, this is me.
Her brother's in the high school helping out. I mean, he just pops up. I mean, it's fucking great.
He was like, all right, so then you can go.
She's like, what are you doing here?
Right, superheroes don't need chaperones. I love this episode. Cameron was okay. I kind of figured he was gonna have some kind of spaz out moment
Yeah.
at the end where they'd have to fight for 2 seconds. But I'm glad that it didn't make him like, oh, I am the bad guy now. Like,
Correct.
yeah, I was very worried about that. And mutant. She's a mutant. I really love that. Kevin Feige fucking hates Inhumans. But which is good. They're technically going by canon because the creator did want her to be a mutant at first.
Correct.
So they're just taking that. I'm completely fine with it. I like it. I will say, this isn't a knock on the show whatsoever what I'm about to say, but I wish, even though hearing it still spazzed me out, I wish that was the true first time we've heard it and was not ruined in Doctor Strange. Because this was a far more cool fucking way to do that than fucking Doctor Strange. Yeah, what did you think?
Yeah, no, episode is definitely a success in what it set out to do. My honest first thing that comes to mind after finishing this episode, which I think you're one person that champions this all day long, is this series should have been 7 episodes.
Yes.
They jammed a whole in the end of episode 5 and all of this finale. It's 2.5 episodes of we just had to just fast forward through all this shit to get to a point where it's now we can get to the finale. We just gotta wrap everything up.
Yeah.
And I really you feel that a lot in the direction. I don't even know if it's the director's fault. It seems like it's script and the story coming out of Marvel, where it's a choppy, we got to get from here to here to here to here. No time in between. Just fucking move, man. Because they also have to make it a normal, runtime. But definitely could have used another episode to really explain, Kamran getting these powers and slowly possibly delving into being a villain, all that kind of stuff. He's just, when he's a villain, it's weird, and then he's hurt and he's not, and all this stuff, and it's just they're trying so much at once just to finish out. And also, I mean, I thought that they just landed, they just got off the plane from Pakistan, and her mom's like, here's the suit, and it's when did you call this in to
I think she did it when it was out there, and they just brought it back.
But they didn't have time. They were jumping right on the plane. So it's just, they had it's an episode worth of short scenes to really build things out and give us an epic finale. Also, Embiggen. I'm glad that we got it.
Yes. We
have never heard that. General fans watching the show go, what the fuck did she just say? That's not even a word. And we know that that's from the comics and whatever. There's not one joke about whoa, your hand got huge. It's yeah, I am biggened. They could have had just something like that earlier on.
Fuck the normies. Just for us.
And I know, but the way she's just embiggen, it just kind of says it. It's
fucking love. She said it stressfully in the moment.
But that's the thing is, there's no word. It's never been said before, so it just doesn't hit right. Hannah was like, huh? And I was like, Embiggen, it's from the comics, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I have to explain everything because she's like, I thought they were smart. I'm like, yeah, it's not supposed to be a word. But so that was my main takeaway. I think the show's great. It really ranks high for me in my Disney Plus Marvel shows. And even though it's got some directing problems, story problems, in terms of just rapidly, we got to get rid of Kamran's mom. We got to that whole whatever they're called, clandestine or whatever storyline. They just had to fucking throw that shit away at the end of episode 5. Get rid of it. Just we got to hurry up. So it's funny. It's definitely, it's one of those things. I bring it up to after seeing the first episode. I am okay with a character like Miss Marvel, who is quirky, is kind of thrown together, clueless. I don't expect masterclass directing and writing. It needs to get better, and they need to figure out how to plan out a story better, and they need to say, hey, we're going to do 7 episodes here, or we're going to cut this part so we can fit this in and get our concise, story while also, getting everything we need in it. But like, I go to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, they're way up in terms of what the quality needs to be. And so that's why I don't want people to be like, oh, you hated Obi-Wan, but this had directing issues or this had writing. I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. I fucking despise Obi-Wan. And Miss Marvel also has some issues, but I loved the characters. They were treated correctly.
Every show has issues. You can't fix that.
But at the end of the day, also, Marvel definitely still has the not knocking out the finale out of the park type of scenario. Like, they still haven't really figured out how to make it perfect and concise. So I hope they figure that out, and I hope you say it. Don't stick to 6 episodes. Get the script, get the stories, budget it out, and tell it. Because
fuck that.
I
really fucking episodes and time.
I really feel like this series had a giant script, giant story thing, and they said, okay, perfect, but it falls into about 7 episodes. Can we make it 6? And they're like, yeah, if we fucking really rush it. And they're like, great. It's like, wait, what? No, you're supposed to just say yes to the 7. And they're like, oh no, we're not doing that. And I really feel like that conversation happened, and I don't understand the 6 weeks, like, locking onto that so much. But
I don't either. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I want longer episodes, and I want more episodes. Like I said, fucking Stranger Things is literally opening the path for you fuckers. It shows you can do it. Do it. They don't have to be fucking 2 hours long, but they shouldn't be fucking 35 to 40 something minutes either.
Well, no, I'm okay with
fucking credits.
I'm okay with short episodes.
No,
I just think
that. I don't want it. Not Marvel.
I say it differently, because at the end of the day, Miss Marvel shouldn't get more storytelling time than Captain Marvel. Like, one is a TV situation, one's a movie hero. They're on different classes.
No. Fuck that. I want all of them.
And because
like Kenya says, The Boys, take it from them. Hour long, you get everything you need, superhero wise, all that. You can do it with Marvel, just a lot less.
That's what I think is funny, is the runtime is part of the reason why I don't want to watch the fucking Boys. Like, I would love for there to be 10 30 to 40 minute episodes, but they have to really be, the script and the story has to be right, because you can't just cut it off, so that's why I kind of appreciate that they can range from 38 to 53 minutes, and it's like, okay, perfect, that means the story that they needed to tell was told, and whatever. And then you watch it and you're like, looks like they cut some shit out, but like, still,
right.
I like that it's not. But see, that's the thing, is if you force an hour, you're gonna get fluff.
No, it's done right.
That's something I didn't talk about in Out There in the World. We'll talk about it afterwards. I finished everything with Stranger Things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that, because I definitely have some thoughts.
Uh-oh.
But okay, after credit scene.
Yes.
I got people in the fucking, I guess it's YouTube comments. Oh no, it was on TikTok. It was TikTok, because I posted my reaction to the after credit scene on TikTok.
Right.
Okay. What happens in the after credit scene? What's the Okay, thank you. So, it's quite fucking obvious.
It's very obvious. Yeah.
I had in my comments on TikTok, it was one guy specifically, and then like 1 or 2 people like chimed in for a second and were like, hey, he could be right. Like, you don't know. Saying Kamala transformed into.
I hate when people say that.
And the reason why they're saying that, and this is understandable, this jump, but it's also, just watch the fucking scene and this isn't the case. But episode's name is No Normal. Mm-hmm. That is the first issue, I believe, or whatever it may be, of that first run.
They
in the
probably think
comics.
it's what what are they called? The Glaston gluten, what the fuck those band shits are.
Well, okay, so now it's because I do think it's the Nega bands or
There you
whatever it's
go.
called.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
I think it's that because the Nega bands swap you in place. They swap you places with somebody else.
But you are that person when that happens, though, because that's what happened with oh fuck, what's the dude's name? So it was some dude named Tim or some shit that was known to be a notorious sidekick who was for the Hulk and all this other shit.
Yeah.
So, and I believe I forget which superhero it was, maybe Nova or somebody. I think it was Nova. So when he has the bands, when he switches, he then becomes Nova, and the actual one is like in some little barrier world in between or whatever.
Yeah, in the
He
negative
clicks the
zone.
shit, and then he becomes him. That's what I'm thinking. A lot of people are like, oh, it's the band. She became. I'm like, no, it's clear that she's fucking. So I can
She's
see where
swapped.
they're trying to go with that, but
Yeah.
it's like that's not
'Cause
the case here.
in the video that I watched, it was basically I didn't know anything about them taking over the person, but it was just they swap places with them, and sometimes somebody that's in the negative zone will swap with somebody that's not, and therefore, whatever. But what this is in the first, which this is what's kind of funny, is you can see that they abandoned this very quickly. But in the first issue of the Miss Marvel comic, obviously brand new character, whatever, she has the ability to shapeshift. And she shapeshifts herself into Captain Marvel because that's who she wants to be. And then at the end of the issue, she says, no, I want to be my own thing, transforms back, and is Miss Marvel. And so they're like, oh no, they're just being true to the comics. She has shape-shifting abilities. And I'm like, they are not about to give this fucking girl shape-shifting abilities. And if they did, why the fuck is she looking at a picture of Captain Marvel and going, oh no, when she doesn't look in a mirror at all? She does not know that she transformed in that way. She's just seeing that she's got white hands. Like, that's all she sees in that moment. And so it was just so funny, man. I had this guy just going ham on my TikTok comment. And I was like, bro, watch the goddamn scene. It's not acted as if that's Kamala, period. So I'm going to say that they swapped. Is Kamala dead? Possibly. Out there in the middle of space. It would be pretty funny. It would be pretty funny if they somehow have to figure out, because I immediately saw somebody say, what if it might have been Walker, actually, I can't remember. What if the point of Miss Marvel or of the Marvels is, Carol Danvers realizes what just happens, she figures it out, kind of becomes a detective and says, oh my god, I've got a girl out there I need to go save, I need to go find her. Because that's the thing too, is Carol is not wearing one of those bands. Her hands are glowing with the same color that the band was. So that's interesting. But yeah, that was Walker. But could be cool to have it be kind of a rescue mission and then bring them all together and, fight or whatever. But
how would that bring...
I don't know why Spectrum's
Monica
I don't know. But
is she going to be Spectrum or fucking Photon? Which one do you think she's going to be?
The name Photon's better, but the way she sees shit in WandaVision is a spectrum.
Right. But
So
that's only
I
a
don't
glimpse, because she was doing all a bunch of other shit too. She was
That's
like,
true.
"Oh, bullets through me," and then she did some
That's a good point.
force
So
shit.
Photon's
that she
fine. I mean,
felt. Yeah. I don't know.
I think Spectrum's more of a feminine name, but like Photon,
Names don't see gender.
Photon's
know.
kind of like a boom, like here comes fucking Photon, bitch. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, but like,
I hope it's Photon.
yeah, I mean, or Monica Rambeau. I mean, you shouldn't have to have like a superhero name. She's just, I don't know, but
Or just call her Rambo, like Rambo.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just be fucking Stallone it.
Be fucking Rambo.
But,
we're the
but
mark.
I really. What was that?
Well, where's the Marvels?
Oh shit!
I ain't spoke to you in 20 years. Oh, shit.
Oh my god, that was so I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that was good. But yeah, all in all though, with the after credit scene, I really think that is like a perfect after credit scene.
Oh, shit.
Like, I have no idea really what they're gonna do, but that is a new idea. I'm dying to see what happens from it. Spot on,
Yeah.
great after credit scene. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was pretty dope. Captain Marvel was the king of cameo. She was on one cameo. I lied too. She was not the king. Sorry, it's just 2. They utilized the role in Endgame. She was a badass there.
Yeah, she was.
I forgot about that. I wonder how that's gonna play into part. Fucking Shang-Chi's.
Yep.
End credit. What the fuck they calling it? I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Stallone
see.
was not in the Nova Corps, Kenya. Maybe you should watch Guardians instead of fucking hate on it. Crazy ass. It's part of the Ravagers.
He used to cover the Ravagers,
yeah.
and he was part of the original
Yeah,
Guardians.
the OGs.
With
good old
Michelle
Miley.
Yeoh,
Yeah.
right? Who then went off to be Shang-Chi's auntie at the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah, I can't know the. God damn.
That's his best friend.
God damn.
That's Kenya's best friend in real life. He's gonna fuck him up right quick.
I was like, shit.
Get him, boy.
Ooh, fuck.
He's cross.
That's hilarious. What the fuck you talking about? You cross-eyed.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Shit. That's hilarious.
That works out so well right after Kenya dropped like an incorrect fact. It's just
Right.
like, hey, look straight.
Oh, fuck.
Shang-Chi out fighting Solo and Galactus right now. No kidding.
You
That's true.
goddamn right he is. He's a fucking badass.
But yeah, so
Oh shit.
do you have your Disney Plus shows ranked? Like, where would you put this?
Yes. I have to go back. I have to try to remember because I did it. So, for me, it is Falcon and the Winter Soldier still, Miss Marvel, WandaVision, Moon Knight. Help me if I'm missing some shit. Hawkeye.
There's 6.
And then What If and Loki.
Loki's last.
Yeah, I still
Oh my god!
like. It's a good show, but out of all of them, I'm just like that's
So
that's the least of me. That's kind of like sparked a reaction of any kind.
oh god, no! I love it. Loki's my number one, easily by far. Nothing has beat that. I really might put Miss Marvel second, like you. Like trying to go between Moon Knight and it, and then I think I go Moon Knight, WandaVision, Falcon the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye. I don't count What If because it's not live action. But
See, that's what I was thinking. So if so, just take out What If and it's Loki. But yeah.
Loki is my favorite Disney Plus show. I mean,
like I said, it's not shitting it. I don't think none of these fucking shows are horrible. But just for me, like, I don't know. I've had reactions of every show of like, oh my god, this, that, or feeling or doing whatever. Loki, I was just kind of like, all right, cool. Like we're here.
No, man, I was like freaking the fuck out.
I couldn't. Only time is when I thought Mobius died. Morbius. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, was it?
That's
Okay, it's
the
Mobius,
vampire.
right? Oh yeah, I thought so. That's why I always had me confused.
Yeah,
Okay, it is
Mobius and Mobius.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the only time I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then enjoying Jonathan Majors go ham. That was really about
correct. Yeah. Now, I will admit, even though I love the finale of Loki, it is a drop in the sense of it's just made to set up shit.
Yeah.
But those first 5 episodes for me I really, really love them. I think Sylvie, like, I'm dying to get more of her because I think she's a phenomenal character.
That bitch, she ruined everything for us. What happened?
I love her, and she's fine as hell too, man. That woman was breastfeeding on set, had just had a baby, and she's out there fucking people up. Oh, it was so good, man.
Told you, the Marvel woman and being badass while pregnant or just giving birth.
Yeah,
Same thing with fucking Scarlet in Ultron. She's like, I'm pregnant right now, but Fuck it.
Right.
we'll
I love
make
that.
it work. But yeah.
But yeah, okay. Your list is definitely different than mine in the sense of,
Yeah.
I see why you love personally Falcon the Winter Soldier, but its
Yeah.
story is it's all messed up, and it's not their fault. It's the pandemic and having the Flag Smasher story have to get fucked up. And
That's
so,
the thing. I love the story outside of the fucking Flag Smashers. They
Yeah, correct.
fuck so much up.
Right.
I'm like, just stick to core
Right.
shit. It's like Obi-Wan for me. I don't give a fuck about all the side shit. Give me the core fuckers we care about. But I'm
so
like,
here's what I'll tell you. If you to give a compliment to give a compliment to Falcon the Winter Soldier, that was the first one that made me tear up, which is when they give OG Black Captain America the statue.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was tearing up.
The whole episode I was fucking tearing up.
But also, Miss Marvel made me tear up in episode 5 when she saved her own grandmother.
Yeah.
It was fucking so well done. It was so emotional. I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm tearing up like a bitch. Like, this is happening. But that's how much I really enjoy Kamala and that actress. She's just so good, man.
Oh, she's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
no
very
one's pulled
excited
me in
for
that
her.
fast.
Yeah. No, that was the key, is they knew the tone.
Yeah.
Off the bat, I mean, we know what we're doing with this character. And so that's what helps for sure. So yeah, I see why you love Falcon the Winter Soldier though, because I love that fucking what's the guy's name? Do you remember?
What?
The OG Black.
OG? Isaiah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man, it was so fucking good.
It was
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
When he
dude.
throws that
Yeah.
shit into the wall too, and you're like, yeah, that's fucking right, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
might want to get the
talk
fuck
about
out.
it anymore. I was like, oh fuck. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
my bad.
Okay. No. What Kennedy is bringing up right here, that
Oh, yeah.
grandkid
Yeah,
that
he's a fucking
absolutely
idiot.
misses the whole rim, and that
Yeah.
shot he's shooting like
Future
less-
Patriot.
Yeah,
no.
less than a free throw, and he just absolutely just beams the side of the backboard. Like, bruh,
Yeah.
That's
After
cool.
talking shit.
that's right. Like, hey man, for the directors, that's when you go ahead and say we're gonna shoot that again. Can you at least hit the rim, my boy? Like,
Right. Or just be like, okay, so CGI, just put the ball
Right,
in this
correct.
really quick.
like, hey, I'm gonna pay, like, out of pocket. The director say I'm gonna pay for that to be
Yeah.
VFX, to where that's a fucking swish, my boy.
Because we can't have this black centric strong TV show and have this
Right.
man this fucking horrible at
all
basketball.
that kid knows how to do, like, all he's been doing, he don't have no money to go out and do anything
No.
else. He's got a basketball and a ranky-dink hoop. He shouldn't be fucking missing.
At all.
Like if there's anything in the world I know, it's I grew up with a basketball goal in my front yard, and you could take me there right now. I've not shot on that goal in fucking 6 years or something, and I bet you I barely miss, because that's my home court. I know
Yeah.
to fucking do it, man. Like, so that was ridiculous. I mean, he
That was
missed
horrible.
like the shortest jump shot so bad, and that also the actors' parents need to be hit, because what y'all been letting this kid do growing up shouldn't
Very
be
true.
allowed. Crazy, man.
Comes to find out, he was the Carlton of the streets the whole time. He's
Yeah.
like never really done this shit.
He's
He's like, all right, would you just shoot
Patriot?
this basketball? It's like, what is this? I don't do this. I do academics. I don't do that type of shit. It's like motherfucker, shoot the basketball. Okay. And then we got the take that we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. So next we have She-Hulk,
Correct. Attorney at law.
attorney at law, and a lot of rumors coming in and out of that bitch too. But we'll see. I'm personally excited for the show because I love the
yeah.
tone of the trailer, what it set up. I don't give a fuck about the CGI. It's a fucking Disney Plus show with a big ass green woman. It's not gonna be the best. But I'm very excited for it. So we shall see. And then fucking oh my god, it still frustrates me every single fucking time I think about it. And then we have fucking Echo.
Oh,
Dear God.
And
of
I
the
have to
best
watch it.
Fucking writers and fucking showrunners these Marvel shows have seen to date. And the bringing back of fucking Kingpin and Daredevil together is in this fucking woman's show. Who is trash.
That's what I mean is I have to
Oh.
watch it because Daredevil and Kingpin's in it, and like, but man, I really don't
Writing
want to
all
watch
of
that
this.
shit.
I don't want to watch this. I fucking hate her, like
Yeah.
with a passion.
Yeah,
Like
she's
I
bad.
don't want to see her and her fucking 20-time fucking implanted vibranium fucking leg, because that shit does not. I don't know what the fuck. I cannot. I want to sit there and watch her raise her eyebrow for fucking 8 hours. I don't want to do all that shit.
Yeah.
But I have to.
Correct.
Like, why? Out of all the things that come out of fucking Hawkeye.
I know, man. It's tough. Hey, hey, Devin, can I play that audio that you sent me of you? I need consent to play that.
And just for the record, because other motherfuckers are sensitive, it's not me hating on the fact she's a woman that we're getting this, because obviously I've
Oh no.
fucking drooled over women in the badassery in Marvel this whole entire time, but her character literally fucking sucks and is annoying as hell.
Correct.
And I cannot. It was just an annoyance for all that season. Sorry, I had to let that go.
I agree.
Daredevil probably will mentor her and it'll piss me off.
Garrison, I got a couple more back there. I just cut them off a little bit. But yeah, I when it comes to Echo, man, that's gonna be a tough one because it's just the actress isn't,
No.
Okay,
I gotta watch this for a whole hour.
I gotta play. Yeah, no, it's tough, man.
Fucking, I want to do
God
that.
damn, that looked real.
Oh
Like
my
that
God.
fucking
Like,
woman.
every time
I don't know.
I tell you, it pissed me off every time it came on the screen. 'Cause that's all she did.
Yeah, she just got that. Okay. So Devin sent me this. I think this was yesterday. I'm guessing he was driving and he just sent me this audio because he just sits here and thinks about shit and he's just upset.
Yes, he does.
And so here I'm gonna play this. This is what I just randomly get out of nowhere, no context. He just sends it over.
Hey, bro. I just had a thought. So you telling me for Black Panther 2, the antagonist is a motherfucker in water? Hey, yo!
he's so upset. That's what I read. I mean, when I tell you, I just get this audio message and I was like, what the fuck's he doing? And I hit play and I could tell he's just like, I shouldn't be doing this while I drive, but I'm just going to hit this so I can talk. And that's what I get. I busted the fuck out laughing. I was dying because
Jesus Christ.
I think we're all nervous about Black Panther 2.
That's a
And
very understatement.
yeah, and I think that's simplifying things a little bit. The villain being water. but it is true that like they better knock Namor out of the park.
Fucking the kid's hair's about to get fucked up. Everybody. Yeah, they better knock it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because those concepts were like, woo. But like, yeah, Kenny was talking about this too, but everybody looks fucking badass in concept.
Sure.
But I don't know. We'll see. I'm scared.
I'm terrified for sure. Only other thing is Stranger Things. So I finished Stranger Things, and season 4 is really good. Dig it a lot. But I gotta admit, not the biggest fan of that finale. I thought that finale was a whole fucking lot. Way too much going on. Like, because it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like, it is a full-blown film. But it's not a movie. It's an episode. And so shit's dragged out. There's so many, like, they split up into like 5 different groups, and you're just cutting between all these different groups. And I felt bad because, like, everybody I know love it. And Hannah and I both, like, it ended and we were like, okay, great, it's over. Because first of all, it has like 37 endings, that finale does. And we're just sitting there like, good God, man. Like, we thought it was going to end a long time ago. And so we're just sitting there waiting. And I mean, I guess we can go into spoilers, right? Everybody's probably seen it.
Everybody except Kenya's ass.
Does he care? I don't know if he cares.
I don't know. He fucking whines about the shit every time I post some vague as fuck shit.
On Stranger Things?
Yeah. I'd be
Okay,
like,
then
I hate that person. Why you gonna put spoilers in the shit, bro? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I haven't say shit, bro. I'm like, god damn. So you might want to ask him on that one.
Okay. Well, if he we'll see what he says. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just if he jumps in and says don't say any spoilers, I won't. But so Garrison said you better have cried when Max almost died. Max should have died. Like, what the fuck is her character now?
She's going to be a vessel for next season.
A vessel?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
So 11 went in her shit,
Yeah,
and there's nothing there.
correct.
So I feel like Vecna's gonna come back and be like, yeah, this my main bitch. Y'all fight her now. So like he can his way to come into this world. Because
I don't know.
because there's nothing in there. Max isn't in that shit. So what else are we gonna use her for?
So
Because originally she was supposed to, but then they kept that open because it didn't want
Right.
to go to Grimm. But then they got mad about Millie Bobby Brown saying, hey, we don't kill people off like Game of Thrones and all that shit. We should have some high fucking and then the producer's
Not
like,
wrong.
yes, we thought about that, but we just can't. We don't want to go that depressing. It'll be sad if we kill off Mike. That'll be the most depressing thing ever. Yeah, I want to
Correct.
feel the shit. But yeah,
but so
it's open
with,
already. She did, Walker.
when it comes to Max, fucking 11, like, because that's the other thing. So did 11 give up some of her powers?
Who?
11.
No,
How'd she bring her back? Where'd she get those powers?
we're just learning. We're going
Right.
for it.
She just out of nowhere just decided, like, she's like, oh yeah, I can do this, and I'm gonna bring this girl back to life so that she can be a vegetable. That's all.
Hey,
That's all she did. She just
that's how the Force
absolutely
works, man.
ruined that girl's life more than death. Ruined that girl's family's life. Everything. 11 just did that. It makes like 11 is a fucking villain. I thought it was the stupidest shit I've ever
Well,
seen.
because she probably thought like she would come back full. That's why she went inside. It was like, wow, this really didn't pan out the way I thought
I mean,
it was going to. But yeah, no,
And-
originally
and
she
that's
was
the thing.
supposed to bite it and stay that
so
way.
yeah, so like Lucas is crying and stuff, holding her. Thought it was great because I thought
Yeah, that
she
was really
died.
great.
I was like, because that was the other thing too. Cheap as shit to have the brand new character be the only one that dies. And his name escaped me. Chrissy, wake up, guy.
Chrissy, wake up, guy. Oh, Eddie.
Eddie.
Fucking love Eddie, man.
Eddie's great. Which what you said, I've heard that rumor about Eddie. Eddie's going to be the one that gets basically made into like the Prince of Vecna, and he's the one that gets sent
Oh, I'm
out.
pretty sure they're gonna find some type of way to bring him back because he
yeah.
is way too fucking loved.
Right.
I'm sure
everybody
gonna-
loves
yeah,
him.
yeah. They'll
But
find a way.
it is cheap as shit after everything that happens with Hopper and all of them over there. They all just make it out scot-free. Everybody's happy. Nobody's dead except for the brand new guy. And like I was like, oh, Max is easily the best character of this season. Kill her off. That's fucking great. Because that's been half the season has been we have to keep her safe.
Yeah.
And so I really dug that. And then they bring her back. She's like, I can't see. And I'm sitting there going, why the fuck, 11, would you do that? Because she also... Because at first I was like, oh, 11's doing it because if the fourth person dies, it opens up the world. She doesn't know that. And it happens anyway. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, because she died.
She didn't, but she's alive now.
Well, yeah, they brought her back, but she died. That's why it opened. So she died, but then 11 was like, no. And then
That is
Brought her
that's
ass back.
exactly what she said. But yeah, no. So I gotta admit, like I really wasn't the biggest fan of the finale. I really hope they do not do another 2.5 hour long.
It
made
was
no
the fucking-
sense.
It's the finale
Uh,
season. Of course they are. But it's just,
But it's just, I don't know. It, and that's the thing. So
I don't know.
if it
It's
works,
just
if
gonna
it
be even bigger.
yeah, if it makes sense, it does. But like, I really think that episode hurt by having everybody split up. And that's the problem when you have so many characters and you kill none of them off. You have way too many. You can't have them all be together and get your shit done. And so I get that, but the execution of just jumping back and forth, it was so just exhausting.
See, I don't mind that as much, and they said, which is funny for this new season, it's like we're gonna see a lot more pairings similar to the first season. And all I'm just like, okay. So it's just like, I don't want pairings. I just want you set this shit up as like it's about to be fucking Wartown and Hawkins. Let that be what the fuck it is.
Sure.
And I don't need split up side missions. No, motherfucker. War is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And this is my only huge gripe with Stranger Things, and especially this season, because I will say that part was a little lackluster because it was built up so much throughout the seasons, beautifully so, between Vecna and 11.
Yeah.
I need 11 to learn a lot more than just this. I need it. Like, you guys are fucking telepathic fucking god. Like, give me like telepathic moves and fights and floating and flies and like do something.
Well, that's
like,
the thing is she could fly in the season 2 finale. The very last thing she's closing the gate and she's fucking flying. She lifts up and I was like, oh shit, she's gonna be flying? No, not at all.
Like fly. Like I want people getting punched in the face, kicked. I want fucking telepathy bombs and push. I want everything. Stop standing there with your hands out and just looking at each other. I need more.
That's the thing too is it works for the first few seasons, but you know she like lifts people up or pushes them. And it's still like clunky, like her powers aren't all the way powerful yet. It's like, which she does it a couple times in this season, where she just grabs somebody and just boom, boom, like she just starts fucking them up. She needs to be a master.
What about to say? This bitch has got everything activated now. You need to do this shit. Yeah.
So, I mean,
oh God, Kenya, please don't bring that up.
Oh God.
Yes, that's exactly what she was giving me as fucking Neo, just for fucking 5 hours. Like, no, give me more. Like, I want to see the motherfuckers. I want Matrix Revolutions, her and Vecna flying around the sky, fighting and fucking doing shit. That's what I need. Put all your money and budget into that. I know you're gonna get more money for this season. Do it. I don't want a staring contest, screaming, please.
And that's the thing too is, hey, maybe if you're gonna make a humanoid villain that has acting chops and a lot of talking and all that kind of stuff, maybe don't make him a frumpy naked blob. Like his ass is out and his stomach's hanging down, and I'm like, make him, like his head and everything, man. His head and everything's very intimidating.
Yeah.
But then I see him walking around, I'm like, you fucking got rid of his dick and he's just walking around naked as fuck. Like, that's not as soon as they back up, I'm like,
11 fried that shit off, man.
I'm like, who the fuck is this frumpy 50-year-old man? Like,
he's deformed, man.
It's 100% the Grinch. That's exactly right. I saw that all over. I was looking up stuff and I saw that all over places. That is exactly what it is. It's bodysuit of the Grinch with great effects for the face and like the back of the head. But yeah, when it comes to the finale, I'm honestly, nothing has beaten the first season for me in terms of like story and really like character stuff. Like Max was phenomenal in this season, and then they fucked her up to where now I'm like, I despise the choice, and they'll really have to save it for me in the next season because she was so well done. And I loved that even though she's the newest character to bring into the group, everyone, siblings, everybody are like, oh no, you're our person. Like we will fight for you and take care of you like you're ours. And I love that. Like that vibe got me. But everything else about fucking like the whole season is Jonathan's in California, Steve and Nancy are all, it's gonna happen. Jonathan shows back up, fucking nothing. It's like, then don't like.
Yeah, I would have been like, fuck you, I'm back with Steve.
I mean, because the Duffer Brothers already came out and said Steve's love life is not going to be touched in the last season. And so it's like, then can you quit fucking making them go through that,
Yeah.
like, because you're wasting
making
my
us
time. Yeah,
Go through
like
a shit.
I don't need 17-hour episodes. If
Right.
you cut out shit that doesn't matter.
Because that whole shit with the
Um,
babies and the dream and all that shit, I was like, oh, I want it for you guys so bad.
Yeah,
And then fucking,
she's
Ugh.
right back with Jonathan, and we're all good.
right. I'm like, what
And
the
he
fuck?
doesn't even tell her. No, nobody's talking about the college thing, whatever, and he was gonna leave her and all that. No,
So
we'll
nope,
just
never got it.
we'll be all right.
I was like, fuck, dude.
Hopper coming back, like after all that, the
I
fact
love
that
that.
like I really think they should have killed Hopper in season 3. It was so beautifully done. That finale of season 3 with him doing the Tony Stark narration.
Yes,
I-
because they're dirty right now.
Yeah, he actually cooks on them. I've heard him say he has to go cook. But yeah, I really think Hopper should have stayed dead because he's a full waste in this series. It's just a side mission for the old people, and that's all it is. They do nothing.
Fuck was that?
Is that screaming or is that
No, someone playing music.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
Are they right outside your door?
Oh, this mic is good, I guess.
Okay. But yeah, I really I love Hopper. Like Hopper has been probably possibly my favorite character. And this season absolutely ruined that for me. I think he should have stayed dead. And it's just that thing of they're trying too hard now. They should have ended it previously, because now it's they've got too many characters, too many storylines, too many actors demanding X amount of money, so they give them that much more work to make it worthwhile, and we have too much shit. So that, and I mean that's just me. From what I understand, everybody loves this season, but it definitely. I mean, it's my second favorite season, but it's nowhere close to season 1 still for me. I mean,
yeah, no, I love this season. I think it had a lot of strong points, a lot of good
for sure
story aspects and character and all that good stuff. I fucking love what's the guy's name? I really like this character, Ivan.
Oh,
not Ivan, not peanut butter dude. The other one, Hopper's cellmate dude.
Yeah,
I really liked him. I was like, I hope he does not die. I was like, please don't kill him.
But
I can't have another Lexi. Even though it's not as lovable as Lexi, but
how about that's a very expendable character to die. He's very well liked. I dug him a lot, but like, Jesus Christ, man, you cannot have them fight Enzo. You cannot have them fight a fucking Demogorgon, and everybody that has a name in the show survives. Like, it's the cheapest shit. The stakes are gone. Like, I have no stakes going into this last season because I don't think they'll do anything.
I think they will.
And the only reason why they will is because there is no next season, so all these actors will get paid the amount of money that they would get paid whether they live or not.
Right.
But now the question is, I mean, 11 has already made Vecna look like a bitch. How are you going to bring him back to be the big bad times 2? I mean, I'm going to be very surprised.
He's gonna have to rock you that shit. He has to be in the fucking upside down, punching fucking meat slabs, running up fucking steps, and just get
rid of that belly, man. I mean,
right? Maybe he'll
just
turn back to like half one, half Vecna kind of thing a little bit. Yeah, because like I said, they need to go at it. No more staring contests and screaming, please. Fight.
No, I agree.
So yeah,
that or like something to do with, because now the worlds are truly like open to each other, that enhances their powers, kind of thing.
Right.
Like, just to where I mean, give us some Man of Steel like shit where both of them are unsure, but like are too powerful. And I don't need
I want that shit flying around and fighting everything. I want it all.
Yeah,
I want it all.
See you later, David. Get that pizza, boy.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I just land it. That's it. You're going to the grinder. Where'd I know that from?
I don't know.
That sounds like an Arnold Schwarzenegger line. I want to say it's Arnold. Let's
Good
see.
Burger. Is it from Good Burger?
It's from Good Burger. Give us answers, Kenya.
Why would he say that?
I have no idea. You're going to the grinder. I don't know. That reminded me of the line from Batman and Robin, Noah and Arnold. Is you're not sending me to the cooler? Yeah, some Good Burger.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're going in the grinder. That's from the fucker at Mondo Burger. Yeah, there you go. Nah, I got
Mondo
it.
Burger Manager. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was right. It came flooding back. Yeah, because he always looked like a jackass every time he screamed or say some shit. All right.
And then only other thing I have to say is, anybody know the actor's name that plays one off the top of your head?
Jamie Bauer Campbell. Campbell Bauer.
Recast him as the Joker
It's
in
fucking
Batman.
great.
I mean,
People want him for Scarecrow for the Joker. I mean, for the
See-
Joker, for the Batman.
but he is so much better. Even I don't get me wrong, I fucking love the Batman to death. I truly think it's unbelievable that scene was cut. I think it's meant to be cut. I'm glad it was, but what's that guy? Keoghan Barry?
Yeah,
He's
very-
a little iffy. He's borderlining an Ezra situation. Get out in front of that shit. Recast him with this motherfucker guy.
And that's a situation.
Ezra Miller.
What do you mean he's bordering it as a situation? What do you mean?
He's gotten in like 2 or 3 fist fights.
Oh, sorry.
Since
Everybody fights.
Eternals.
Why doesn't, like fucking.
Everybody
people
fights.
hostage
When's
and shit?
the last time you got in a fight?
It's been a while.
I was a child.
It's been a while. I mean, yeah, let him do it. Like I said, or be Scarecrow. I just want to see him for selfish reasons because he's hot. So I'm like, do what you gotta do, player.
Yeah.
Him and fucking Joseph, the dude who plays Eddie, real fucking close knit. I'm like, everybody's fucking standing them together. I was like, I'd watch, but apparently he's straight. So still hoping doing that. But
Which one's straight?
both of them,
Oh.
apparently. But they're like, oh, I guess it's just that man love treading the line type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd let him be in the Batman. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you recast, if you be fucking Scarecrow, whichever. I don't care. Just be in the shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because he's great.
Yeah, he is. His whole shit, like when it was just him, like that episode, the massacre at the laboratory,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called, he was fucking great. Like he does shit with his face and angles his shit to where it's just like, whoa,
Yeah,
you are going in, my friend. That's kind of crazy. And yes, he is Scottish. They fight all
Right.
the fucking. That's like their heritage.
That's the thing. That's why you don't cast them as main characters in your movies, because
That's funny.
he got in that bar fight and got his face all cut up, and they had to do very tedious
Yeah.
plastic surgery to make him continue to look the way he was looking. Like he was not
Which
okay.
was
Apparently,
really fucking good. Those
Yeah.
doctors are
they killed it.
shit.
But
Right.
I wouldn't put all my money in that basket when there's a fucker getting out drunk and fucking his face up, and he's an
I'm gonna
actor.
go fuck with me. I'm from the Eternals. I'm like, all right, well, shit. Have fun with that, player.
I'm immortal.
Right. Right. You know who the fuck I am? I'm like, okay, wise guy. Let's.
You
let's
could
go.
make him the fucking harvester. Wouldn't hate it.
the Harvester.
That's from the Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just get the fucker who voices him to be the Harvester, because that fucker can act his ass off too, with crazy faces and range.
I don't know.
But if they portray him in the audiobook as like this little like frail, then
That was
then,
correct.
Yeah.
But
That's
okay,
very
then Nope. When are you seeing Nope?
I'm
Do you have
not-
tickets already?
done with it. Yes, Saturday, thanks to my lovely Stubbs list.
There you go. Good deal. Definitely excited for that. I mean, I better not get spoiled. That's the only thing. Because
I think Jordan Peele's movies I feel like are almost impossible to be spoiled because there's so many fucking like underlining themes and messages in this that like one
Yeah.
viewing you're not gonna just be able to, yeah, so this, that. It's like, so like you have some time, which I'm seeing this is the same fucking thing. Like you're not gonna get it first watch, which I'm sure.
because I saw one tweet that was interesting because it said it was a mixture between Spielberg and Shyamalan, which immediately gives me two opposite vibes. Because Spielberg, I feel like everything's up front, and then Shyamalan, everything is a surprise, like it's all for the twist in the end. And so I'm like, I'm confused about that. And then they said,
Spectacle of Spielberg and the feel of Shyamalan.
but then they also said, but do not expect Get Out or Us. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Because both of those movies are nowhere close to each other anyway. They're not
Right.
similar at all. So it was
Right.
a weird tweet. But
Yeah, I didn't watch. Like, I've seen a few things because everybody is just nutting over this film online. So I'm just like, okay. But I haven't read anything just for that. Like, I want to go in as blind as possible, just let my mind be ripped out of my head and taken, and just be like, here, take it all in and figure it out for yourself. But apparently it's like a career fucking defining performance for Keke Palmer. Apparently, I'm
Really?
hearing that a lot, which that makes me very happy to say because she really annoys me.
I
So
agree.
that makes me, because that was my biggest thing when this was announced and found out she was leading it. I was like, oh no. So it's like, I
It's
don't
not my fave.
know. Even though I'll still hold on to her because she wanted the duh back in my time in Atlanta when I met her. But
Oh, is that right?
yeah, it is. It's
I
great.
don't
When I thought I was working at Sephora.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe you.
That's okay. You ain't got to. Time believes me. We were there. We know.
She does not remember you.
Oh, she's not gonna remember me. Hell, fucking no. Absolutely not. I'm saying, well, in the moment she wanted it. I'm not saying I went through the rest of her life with me on her mind. I mean,
She's just sitting there going,
have
God,
an effect
that
on people.
Sephora guy. Jesus, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But
It's fucking beautiful.
in the moment, I was like, hey, flirtations, eye winks and lick, fucking lip licking and shit. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? I didn't say that, but I definitely took it in.
But I will admit, she still makes me cringe in the trailer a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
she does.
so-
No. I was like, okay.
exactly.
I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Rod makes me laugh every time I hear it in the trailer. It is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kyrie, give me your ring. What? What is
Walker, you
happening?
lost me.
Right, y'all are just coming up with just the
Just
random,
random
things.
quotes.
Right. Are we testing us? Is this the Schmodown? What's going on? Let's see. What else do we miss in the chats? And plus, I also
Excited
don't
for
think
the-
Namor's gonna be like wholehearted. Like, I don't think it's specifically gonna be in there because it's not gonna be Atlantis roots. So I don't know how they're gonna do that.
What do you mean?
So the character of Namor is not going to be like from Atlantis. It's going
Is
to
he
be
not?
more of like a Hispanic cultural type background because of the actor and all this other stuff. So he's not like an Atlantis base like he is in the comic books. That's why I'm like, I think they're going a little different. Like that may
Okay.
play a factor, but he's not going to be from Atlantis. Like it's a completely different cultural background.
Well, I thought that they had
that
just
they're going
made
for.
Atlantis in, a Hispanic area.
I think they changed it. They
Okay.
switched it up. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I think there'll still be some aspects of it, but it's not going to be what we know from Namor. That's why, like, he looks different, like his garb and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But we shall see. That's from RDC World. Oh,
Yeah,
and
those
they
guys are
found
from my
it. Damn,
hometown.
that's fucking. You stretched it back. I guess. Whatever you say, you're not the most reliable source for info, Kenya, but
That's
I'm gonna. But
When I tell you, he's been
We'll
all over
see.
this Namor stuff, though, man. He's like,
he listen. This could be the
He
one.
texts me all the
he's on
time.
it. This could be the one where he is on it. Oh yeah, Halloween. Wait, did the trailer drop already?
no, 2 days, I think he said.
No, I'm literally looking at it like the shit here.
Oh, God, did they release it early? Let's see.
Your first look at Halloween ends.
Oh, wow, there you go. Kenya, jump.
Wow, they released the shit early, motherfuckers. All right, well, gotta check that
That's
out.
hilarious.
Wow, motherfuckers. I hate when they do that shit. You get people all prepared for something and then
You gonna make a reaction?
boom. Yeah, I'll do it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Fuck
It's Michael fucking Myers, dude. That's literally like my all-time favorite slasher. Of course I'm gonna do that.
I gotta go back one thing in Stranger Things. Will, kid that plays Will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understand he's a crybaby, all that kind of stuff. That's the
Yes, he
character.
is, all the fucking
That
time.
kid is gonna fucking be something. Because
Oh sure.
he, first of all, his voice is deeper than both of ours already in that fucking season. It's hilarious. He's supposed to be the bitch, but he's like, he could take your bitch if he just speaks to her with his voice the way he should.
Well, if your bitch is a man, about
That's
it.
yeah, he's definitely gay in the show, but like
No, in real
he's-
life, he's definitely gay.
he's got that jawline. Like, and he's already looking
Yeah.
like a grown man. It's so funny. So
He's gonna be a pretty little twink when he gets older.
yeah.
Yes, he
So
is.
I hope he like can, like, that's what I'm nervous about is I hope these kids continue to like get roles and act, because if that's
Millie and Finn definitely will. I don't know about the others.
right, and but even Finn, I'm not that big of a fan of in terms of, I mean, in terms of acting, he's not that great. Millie
He's
obviously
alright.
is phenomenal, but
He just has that unique "I'm a model" face, so everyone's just gonna keep booking him no
that
matter
boy's
what.
ugly as shit, man. I feel so bad for him.
But see, he's that ugliest. Like he's ugly. He looks good because like that's what happens with a lot of models. Like your face.
Oh,
You're
no,
like,
yeah,
what
you're
the
weird.
Fuck? But
Yeah.
then like on camera, it's just like, well, god damn.
Yeah.
All right, I
It
get it.
works.
Right. Like a fucking Cody Smith McPhee, whatever the fuck his name is. That kid is interesting. But you get him in front of an editorial and pictures and movies, it's like, oh, not a bad looking kid. So it's like,
Oh, correct.
yeah. You want who to be Static Shock? Finn Wolford? Want Finn Wolford to be Static Shock, can you? That's funny. No, we're not talking about the black kid, not Lucas. No. I personally don't think, and I hate to say this, I don't see him trucking ground outside of Stranger Things, which is really bad to say, but I don't.
Yeah.
Max, she has potential. She's already going to be in Scream 6, so we'll see where
Is she?
that goes. Yeah, she's in Scream 6. Yeah,
That
a
makes
lot
me
of
nervous
fuckers
for
are.
her.
It doesn't. It's great. Her, Samara Weaving, and some other fucker, and some other person just got cast in Scream 6 as well. So we will see. Samara Weaving, that's a good grab because that bitch screams like no other. Have you seen Ready or Not?
Nope. I've heard it's great.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's great. But her fucking, oh my dude, it's like she has one of those screams like you just have to laugh at it. Cause I'm like, this is so obnoxious, like, but it's so good. I'll have
Okay.
to send you a clip because it's flying around all over Twitter because she's in Scream. So like, oh, this is why she's in it. So yeah, I'll have to find it and send it to you.
Okay, got you.
It's really good. What is this? What is he sending me? Is he sending me Namor shit? Yes, he is. Okay. I'll read that after. I still gotta watch Scream 5. Watch it, Walker. Watch it. I feel like Walker will appreciate Scream 5. I will say that now.
You really think so?
I do.
All right. There you go, Walk.
So now you gotta watch it. and
There's
you
your
gotta let
homework.
us know. Right. What's going on?
What
It's
do you
it's just a damn good time, dude. It's just a damn good time. Other than the lead fucking actress. It's a damn good time.
See, that's the thing, man. Like that immediately, I'm never gonna watch that fucking movie. It's
But
just-
there's a lot of movies that are great where the main person just like, I could just do without you. But
like what?
she is one. I'll have to think on it, but they exist. I'll come back. That's my homework too.
Thank you for that. At least you were
But
honest.
they're out there. Who, me?
Yeah, I'm just like I
Oh.
can't think of it right now, but they're out there. I know.
No, they're out there. I know it is. I'll go in there.
Because I mean, I can think of one, but you already hate the movie anyway. But the lead guy in Avatar is the most random fucker ever. Like that actor.
Which Avatar? Are you talking about like the Avatar? Okay, I thought you meant Last Airbender Avatar.
No. The
Sam Worthington.
yeah, he's terrible. I mean, he's not great at all. But and then when you find out that was originally supposed to be Matt Damon, and you're like, oh, okay,
Oh, that's
that makes
right.
sense. And he was gonna get like a giant chunk of money and 10% of box office, and he said no, and he would have made like hundreds of millions of dollars.
A lot of fucking money. You know, Sam Worthington definitely didn't get that 10%.
Oh no, he did not.
Yeah.
No, that's correct.
You know, damn sure he did.
Yeah. Well, there's
He
an
missed out on that
interview
one.
where Matt Damon like talks about it, and he's like, you know, I said no, and so they gave it to somebody that they did not offer that to, you know, but he's like, I fucked up.
Let's see. Is the main girl Mickey Madison character named Amber? Huh?
In The Thing. I'm
Oh,
talking about The Thing.
no. She's talking about Scream. Amber's not the main character, but she's in it. Mickey Madison, that's her name. She's in Scream 5, yes, but she's not the main character, no.
Okay.
The main character is the chick from In the Heights. Yeah, from In the Heights. That's it. But she's so I'm gonna tell you this, Walker. Everyone else in the film is fucking great. Like, kill it. Jenna Ortega, phenomenal fucking no in that movie. But her, horrible. Acting, execution, just don't. But everybody else, thank God, you're there.
So Garrison and Kenya, y'all might have missed it at the beginning of the show. We talked a little bit more about Thor, but basically my coworker saw it, and he thinks there's a possibility. My coworker, no one else agrees, but my coworker was like, "Hey," he's like, "because the movie's terrible," and so he's like, "But you don't have to worry because the movie's not real." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was telling me this today, and he said the whole movie is narrated by Korg, and it's just made up in his mind. It's not real. It's not what happened. And he's like, that's why things are so crazy and whatever. And I was like, oh, I wish, but no, that's not what happened, you know. But I was like, hey man, I would love for that to be the case. That's what I just kept telling him. I'd love for them to, you know, retcon the whole shit and say it didn't happen. But no, Thor's a dumbass. He has had a traumatic brain injury, and he's lost all of his years of wisdom and lessons from his father, and he doesn't even know math. Like, he can't do 2 + 2. So that's where we're at.
I can't with you, Jesus. Walker, do not listen to Kenya. Watch all of them. Dear Lord, this man loves bat nipples. Don't listen to him, okay? Watch all of them. They're all great. Why can't I save this motherfucker?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm just trying to get stuff done for like the trailer stuff, so I don't have to do it all then.
Oh, got you. Oh, well, I mean, we're pretty much done, right?
Oh yeah, no, we're done. I just still like to have shit done ahead of time, so when I'm done with the reaction, I can just throw the shit out.
Sure.
I've seen them all but the new one. Well, there you go. So watch Scream 5. It's great. See, people gotta write the story of them for it to be good. Huh? See, people gotta write the story. Oh, got you. Thor. Okay, I'm here now. Got it.
Correct.
All right, ladies and gents, I think this is a good spot to let it go. Like Elsa. Good spot to end here. Thank you guys for joining. Oh, God. Goodbye, Kenya. Thank you guys for joining us on the latest episode of the Film Cave, episode 80. So, about to get here on this reaction, so be sure to come next week so we can talk about it and dive in detail. So, yes, sir. Logan.
Yes, sir.
Let people know what you got and where they can find you. What you got going on?
Yeah, you can find me right here, Logan_Swish on the twits, YouTube as well, and Patreon, where you'll see all of Miss Marvel and every Disney Plus show that has released, basically. She-Hulk is next, and we might start The Boys. We'll see.
You should start The Boys.
We'll have to see. It's literally a thing where I don't know anybody that says that the show's bad. I just can't motivate myself to watch it. So I gotta try to do it. But yeah,
get on it.
We'll see about it.
All right, fine, whatever. But y'all can find me right up top, all forms of social media. Be sure to hit that follow. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, hit that thumbs up. let this show reach a lot more people. Hit that notification bell to be reminded when all future episodes drop on the Film Cave, and hit that subscribe button because you're a good person. That's why.
Oh,
Absolutely. It's your boy Knight.
and I'm Logan.
And as always, we'll see y'all in the cave. Peace.
Later, guys. Kiki wanted that